What's going on, LEGO Maniacs? It's Ty, the LEGO guy here, and today we're taking a look at the brand new Imperial Armored Marauder. That's set 75311. It has 478 pieces, 4 minifigs, came out in 2021, and it retails for $40 US. Now this set actually has a ton going for it, but we're gonna take a look at its positives and its negatives. It also has one of the largest interiors I've ever seen on a LEGO Star Wars set, especially at this size. But enough talk, let's get right into it. And to start us off, we'll begin by taking a look at the box art, and it actually looks a lot like what we see in the episode that this vehicle is from. In the top right corner, you'll notice the Mandalorian, the Marauder, along with the minifigures. Forgive me, I was an idiot and I managed to slightly crush the box. The awesome looking artillery stormtrooper. On the side, it just shows the front of the box again. On the top, get a little bit more view of Grief Karga, and then on the bottom, nothing too much, the barcode, LEGO Star Wars, all that good stuff. But then here, they show off some of the features. We'll get into the gunner area, along with the massive interior that this set boasts for it being a $40 US set. It's actually a very, very unique set in that respect. Let's now take a look at the set itself. The first thing that we'll take a look at is actually just some very small side builds. So as you can see, you get a mortar along with some awesome looking Imperial printed crates. And of course the artillery stormtrooper. We're going to take a look a little bit closer at him in the minifig segment. But I just wanted to show him alongside the mortar. I was very surprised they actually included him just because he's not from the scene in this episode, but I'm happy they did. And just to give you guys a little bit closer view of the crate, it's really an excellent looking printed piece. And you can actually fit a very small item in it, maybe some thermal detonators or something. But yeah, that pretty well does the side builds, if you want to call them that. Let's now take a look at the meat of the set. And here we have the Marauder. So let's give you guys a 360 view of her. As you can see, it's not the largest vehicle LEGO's ever made, but it is extremely compact. There's a huge interior to this, which we'll take a look at. And there's quite a bit of detail as well. This actually looks very much like what we see from the TV show. Some awesome looking engines, absolutely love those. And it has a turret that you can rotate to about there. Be nice if it could actually rotate all the way around, but you can't do that with this, unfortunately. And right here, they actually hold those little crates that we took a look at in the last clip. And you can actually rotate these little turrets as well. And a couple other features that we'll get into before we get into the interior is you can actually open up this little hatch. And unfortunately, it doesn't lead to the bottom area of the Marauder. However, you can set a minifig in there, and he can stand, and it can look like, you know, he's made his way out of the hatch, and now he's dealing with the intruders. Let's now actually take a look at the interior. And the first way that you can actually access the Marauder is just this little doorway. It opens up like so to reveal a stormtrooper. There's multiple hatches though to get into the interior. The next one is actually just the main pilot cabin. So you can open up like so to reveal the pilot. What's also nice too is it has a nice little computer console right here.
Any ideas?
Nothing too crazy, but it is a printed piece. Do appreciate that. And moving to more of the back side of the Marauder, they have one of these little trapdoor pieces, and you can actually open her up like so to reveal more interior space. So you can see that there's a couple seats back there. Let's actually just open up this back area too, just to give you guys a little bit better view. Here they have a little Stormtrooper right here controlling the gunner. But if we remove him, gives you guys a little bit better view of what's going on inside. So I'm trying to get as much light in here as possible. As you can see though, there is a lot of area to seat these minifigures. And to give you guys just a little bit better view of the inside, I just removed the roof. And as you can see, there's a lot going on inside here. You could fit a lot in here. You don't really have to mod it all that much. I was very impressed again just with the inside of this set. You don't generally get it that large for a set at this scale. Let's now take a look at the minifigures. And the first two minifigures that we'll take a look at is actually one of the standard Stormtroopers, along with the Artillery Stormtrooper. Probably my favorite minifigure in this set by far. He really reminds me of a Sand Trooper, just a little bit different. And what's interesting about the Stormtrooper is he actually has different face printing, each of them do. And check out that awesome pauldron. It's part of the reason why it reminds me so much of a Sand Trooper. It's kind of like they mixed Clone Wars, you know, like a Clone Wars Commando along with the Sand Trooper, and this is what you got. Let's show off their face printing though. Well, just a normal typical male face, and then this is actually a female Stormtrooper, which is actually kind of unique. And let's actually show off the Artillery Stormtrooper's back torso printing. And what I loved about him is you'll notice that the yellow just continues throughout the entire Artillery Stormtrooper. So it's unneeded. They didn't need to put that amount of detail into him, but they did. And like I always say, I appreciate more detail than less. I just do them right up. I wish these guys had arm printing as well, but they don't have that. Just this guy's just incredible looking. He may be, I wouldn't say he's the best minifig out of the new wave that we've got for summer 2021, but he's definitely up there, definitely in the top 5, I'd say. Let's now take a look at the final two minifigures. And here we have Grief Karga, along with another Stormtrooper. Give you guys a 360 view of him. I believe this Grief Karga is identical to the one we got in the Razor Crest, so now he's officially in 2 sets. What is sort of a negative is he doesn't have any back face printing, which his hairpiece would have covered it completely. So that's kind of unfortunate. They should have given him an angry face along with a complacent face like he has right here. But I do love the fact that his leg printing moves into his torso printing. He's kind of wearing sort of like a robe almost. Long jacket, something like that. Let's actually just remove the Stormtrooper's helmet to reveal another face. So this is actually a male Stormtrooper. Overall, very, very happy with the minifig selection in this set. Let's now get into the end of the review and get my final thoughts. Well guys, that was my review. Do hope you enjoyed it. Personally, I really, really like this set. In fact, this may be, I don't know if it's my favorite $40 US set, but it's one of my favorites easily. The minifigures you get with this are great. The interior to this basically tank, it's because it's basically a tank, is also incredible. Overall, I think it looks very accurate to what we actually see in The Mandalorian. I think that this set actually gets a 10 out of 10, and I very rarely give that out, but this one's just too good. There's very few areas I think they could improve on it at this scale, but let me know what you guys think about this one, if you like it, if you don't. Any areas you think that they could have maybe done a better job at. I just think for the price it's at, the minifigures that are included, the amount of detail, the interior room, and the overall look of this, it's just great. And I would not, in fact, I am going to buy more of these because I'd like to have sort of an army of these Marauders. But that pretty well is all I got for you today. But if you like this video, leave it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, definitely consider subscribing and click that bell so you're notified for any future LEGO Star Wars reviews, comparisons. We do one of them every Tuesday and they're a lot of fun, especially when they're as great as this set. But yeah, that's all I got for you again. But thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.